is Amanda King. I'm a women's empowerment and business coach, and I help women step out of fear and into six-figure sales. If people are saying certain things to you, first and foremost, you have to realize that the journey that you are on, this journey of entrepreneurship, this is not the norm. Like, it's the norm to you. It's the norm to the people you follow, the people that inspire you, but it is not normal. Not everyone does this. Not everyone can do this. So when you step out into the world of entrepreneurship, people are like, bitch is crazy. This girl is crazy. And you are crazy. I'm crazy. We're all crazy. Stepping in and becoming our own bosses, that's fucking nuts, right? But it's beautiful and it's amazing. But to people who just can't even fathom the idea, they're just like, she's crazy. And then on top of that, not only to step out into the entrepreneur world, but then to jump on a live video, people, they won't be very nice. Sometimes you're gonna get those assholes. People don't understand that. That is so out of their realm of like just daily functions. It's so out of their comfort zone that the second they see someone else doing it, they're like, what is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why is she going on live video? Why is she speaking about this subject? What is she doing? So they mentally freak out. If someone tells you that your live videos are awful, stop and think of who this person is. Is this someone you know, or is this someone who just like some rando asshole? Because I get a lot of rando assholes on my live videos who say things to me as well. So if this is just some random person, brush it off. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. You are stepping out of your comfort zone. You are stepping into your power. You are becoming this new person. You are doing something that not everyone on this planet can do. And that scares the shit out of people. It makes people uncomfortable. It makes people nervous. It makes them twitchy. It makes them anxious. It makes them all of the feels. So they see you stepping out and they see you being able to own your shit and have the self-confidence to jump on live video, and they're like faced with their own insecurities. It is like putting up a mirror to them and making them realize that they're not as confident as they thought they were. Or maybe that they're just living a little bit too in their comfort zone. Maybe they have way too mundane of a life, and you stepping out and you being crazy and you showing all of the beautifulness that is you, it makes them uncomfortable. So what they do is they end up projecting on you. They end up taking all of that fear, all of that insecurity, all of that hate that is buried inside of them, and they look at you and they just toss it at you because they cannot deal with their own shit. They cannot stop and realize that you stepping into your power is making them uncomfortable because they are not happy with their own lives. So then they turn around and they just shit all over you. So I have to say, remember, every single time you get a negative comment, every time you get a troll who tells you you swear too much, you move too much, you're too loud, you're obnoxious, you don't smile enough, remember, it's not you. It is them. It is them sitting in their own little insecurities of life. It has nothing to do with you. You are doing amazing. You are doing awesome. Keep doing what you are doing. Don't just stop because some asshole feels the need to put their 2 cents in. I had a lady jump on my video the other day and tell me that I'd have more followers if I stopped swearing. Oh well, that's a part of me. If you don't like it, block me. If you don't like it, unfollow me. If you don't like it, don't watch my fucking videos. That has nothing to do with me. That's her insecurities that she's projecting onto me. So if someone messages you and says something like, I think your live videos are awful, if this is a random stranger, ignore it. And just stop and feel bad for them. And I know that feels weird because we automatically go to anger, we automatically go to hate, we automatically go to defense mode. But stop and think of how sad they must be to make a point to have to say something to you. Think about how sad their mundane life is. Think about how sad they are as a human being to have to take 3 seconds out of their life to shit on you. Stop and realize that and feel bad for them. And it's really hard to feel bad for them when they are being the biggest douchebags. But you gotta feel bad for them because it has nothing to do with you. Now, if this person who is sitting here and saying to you, your live videos are too long, you ramble, you do this, and you know them, and they are a family member or a friend or a coworker, that's gonna sting a lot more. And I ask you to stop and realize it's the exact same thing that's going on with the stranger. And you can also turn around and realize that sometimes they really are trying to give you constructive criticism. They're just doing a really douchey way about it. They say your live videos are awful. You could turn around and you could be like, well, I don't need to listen to them. Or you could say something like, Okay, well, what's so bad about them? Can you give me constructive criticism rather than just saying something that's just rude and mean? I don't mind feedback. I don't mind hearing, hey, you rambled a little bit too much here, or I don't like this topic. That's fine. But tell them to do it in a constructive way. And if you are that person who is messaging people that you love and you're like, your live videos suck dick, like, think of a little bit more of a classier way to say it. Constructive criticism, people. Just be okay with being like, okay, you know, I love you. Your live videos are awesome, but that one was like, you went a little emotional vomity on your audience. You went a little too ragey on the audience. You went a little this on the audience. Constructive criticism is key. And remember too, your family members, your friends, your coworkers, they are scared shitless for you. Why? Because once again, entrepreneurship is not the normal. We are not the type of people who sit back in our comfy little zones. We are not the type of people who sit back in our cozy chairs with our regular 9 to 5s, with our steady paycheck each week, with our health insurance and our benefits and our vacation. We aren't those people. And so when people in our realm, in our sphere, in our universe start seeing us step out into this, they freak the fuck out for you. And that sometimes comes off like them being a douche. But once again, you have to stop and realize that all of this is probably coming from a place of love. If it's from someone you do love, it's the fact that they are scared shitless for you. If they are not your audience, if they are not your ideal client avatar, if they are not your target audience, don't listen to them. Because it doesn't matter. They're never gonna buy your program. They're never gonna sign up with you as a one-on-one coach. They are not your target audience. So don't listen to them. Adam and I have conversations all the time. He helps me try to create programs. He helps me like kind of brainstorm and spitball ideas for course names and stuff. And I'll say something and I'll be like, oh, this is a great idea. And he'll be like, I don't like it. And I'll turn to him and I'll be like, okay, you're not my target audience. Because he's not. He's not going to buy one of my programs. He's not a woman. He's not a woman who is trying to run her online business. He is not part of my brand. He is not part of my tribe. He is not part of my culture and my community. And so although his opinions 100% do matter, does not necessarily mean I have to agree with them because he is not my client. He is not my ideal client avatar. He is not my target audience. You ultimately make the decisions. No one else knows your audience better than you. You can take people's feedback to heart if those people's feedback is good feedback. If they're just shitting on you and being an asshole, don't listen to them. You are on your journey. You can't expect them to understand because once again, what you're doing is so foreign to them. They can't even comprehend what you're doing. So when they put their 2 cents in, when they tell you how to act, how to speak, how to be, you have to just put the blinders on and ignore them. They need to do their own thing and so do you. And there will be people who just don't or won't or ever understand you. And that's okay because you don't need them to. Because this is your mission, it's your goal, it's your journey, it's your passion. Keep on being you. Keep showing up as you, not some stupid fucking idea of what you think you should be. Show up as true, authentic you. That is how you find your audience. And there will always be people who hate on you. The fact of the matter is you can't allow these other people's insecurities, their judgment, their opinions to stop you from showing up. Because that's exactly what they want to do. And you have to kind of stop having a reaction to it. 6 or 7 figure version of you, how would they react? Because I used to get real shook when people would say shit on my live videos. And the other day, when that woman sat there and said something like about, if you curse less, you'd have more followers, it didn't even faze me. Because I knew I was confident in my abilities as a coach. I knew I had an audience who loves me and appreciates me and likes that aspect of me, that it didn't even faze me. It is like standing up to a bully because that's all they are. They're a big fucking bully who is sitting behind a computer just shitting all over you. And the best way to get rid of a bully is to stand up to a bully and show them that they don't affect you. That what they're saying holds no merit to you. That what they're saying doesn't bother you. And you do that by smiling. You do that by thanking them for their opinion. You do that by disagreeing with them on the live video as it's happening. Not afterwards. Not like 3 hours later when you think of a good comment. The second you see it on your live video. If someone says to you, oh, you swear too much, then I sit there and I say, thank you so much, Justine, for your opinion. I greatly appreciate that, but I absolutely love swearing. This is how I talk, and this is how my audience likes it. So I'm gonna keep doing this, but if you'd like, you can unfollow or block me, but I'm gonna keep doing it. But thanks and have a nice day. Act like it doesn't even faze you. You can break down as soon as you shut the camera off, but when you stand up to a bully, what do? You take the power away from the bully. When you revert back, when you only answer after you get off the live video, when you shrink, you give the power to the bully. So stand in your power, stand in your truth, and just it's confrontation. And it's terrible, and I do not like confrontation. I'll do it, but I have to be pushed to a certain level to do it. It's not my favorite thing. But how do you exude confidence? You take care of confrontation from a bully right straight in front of your entire audience. Because let me tell you, when you build an audience, you sometimes don't even really need to address the bully because every single person will start going after that bully. I had a woman who tried to jump on my live videos, tried to do a dual live, and then said she wanted to go on so she could go crazy, and then proceeded to tell me during my live video that I was mean, that I was rude, that I didn't care about people, all because I wouldn't let her on my live video. And so she was just going off. So I'm trying to do my live video. I'm commenting to her. I'm like, I don't know what your problem is. I'm like, you're getting, like, I'm not going to allow you to jump on my live video. Like, go live on your own page. And what ended up happening, all of the people on the live video just went after this woman. And they were like, it got so bad that I had to stop in the middle of my live video and say, stop talking to her. You're just fueling the fire. You're just making it worse. And then I had to confront her right there and shut it down. And then I got off the live video and I blocked her. It's what you have to do to regain the power, to regain the control. And know every single time you shut down a bully, you take their power away. You are way too important. You're way too smart. You're way too beautiful. You're way too intelligent to let some asshole who has never met you in real life tell you to be someone different. Fuck them. That's the best piece of advice I could give you is fuck them. They don't know you. They don't understand you. They are not your audience. Fuck them. And just keep showing up as you, true, authentic you, 120% of the time. I love you. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, go right ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to head over to iTunes and check out my podcast, Fierce as Fuck. Thank you so much, and go grab today by the balls and make it your bitch.